on in the map. It gives your players Flusha. He had that time, he had the knowledge, so he could drop the Molotov, he could be prepared for it.
Think about this for a minute from a 100 Thieves point of view. They win the pistol, then they lose, then they get a really cool round where they're, what, 5 versus 3? So then that's the way to springboard your way back in a game. Then they actually get the B-bomb side, and somehow they stay, they get aced by a Flusher. So this is kind of a rough start emotionally for 100 Thieves to get into the game. It's still early on, but again, you want to have a little bit of fortune going your way. Grenade will land, almost taking down Jacob there. Another one just might do it. Surely that's going to take someone. I can't believe that they're still living.
No, this is pretty mental. Molotov, that's a lot of utility just to get Liaz. He's alive as well. This is absolutely mental for Fnatic that they haven't been able to get a kill, but certainly they've made their lives much easier when the hit does come in. This is just going to be an annihilation.
Yeah, JW still has an HE, so we could get that final grenade in.
Oh, there
we go! Yes! Right on top! Beautiful grenade! 3 for 1, and JKS. Oh, man. Not even worth calling the ambulance, is it?
It was set up so perfectly. This whole round was about that one grenade. Or actually, I should say the 5 grenades, the Molotovs, everything. JKS, a nice little headshot there. Traded off, but JW, there's that cheeky little smirk. It's starting to get there. It's a shadow of it.
Yeah, but even that is scary, right? I mean, that makes you nervous. I can't believe that he actually found it.
It almost feels bad that they did so much work to survive through all the Molotovs and all the grenades just to get taken out by that one. They're like, how many of these do we have to survive?
One more was the answer, but they couldn't. Okay, well, certainly off to an explosive start here in Intel Extreme Masters, the quarterfinals, 8th round now. Some rifles back in their hands, and that's JW besting Gratisfaction, puts him in the grave, and starts off 4 on 5.
I love seeing Offers bold enough to take that. Holy hell, the double nade on Jacob as well. What a huge advantage Fnatic is setting themselves up with. JW gonna go for more, and he's got it. Liaz not expecting the off angle. The bomb is gonna be just burning. It's on fire. No one can recover it for the moment. And how aggressive does he want to remain? Remember, Boiler is smoked off, so he's safe for the moment.
3 versus 5, and realistically, well, theoretically, they should be playing this one a bit slowly now, just fall back and stay defensive, but that is not their style, and it's one of the reasons why they're so cool to watch Fnatic when they're in this mood. You have to stop them right now if you're 100 Thieves. If this keeps going, it's only going to get worse. Actually trying to fight, even though you've just got 3 kills, and again, it could definitely cost them, but they're keeping up the pressure.
Yeah, I'm actually okay with it, but this does put some on Golden. And no, he didn't get the spot. He doesn't have the information. Now he hears the footsteps, gonna hide behind sandbags. I don't think they'll expect it, but likely, you have to imagine they'll still clear it out. Surely, here come the smokes. They don't check it. Golden, he's gonna get both kills. He finishes what JW started. That's a 6th round for Fnatic now. And in a map, Fnatic generally in this tournament have only won 30% of their opening fights. They're now up 9-2 in terms of opening kills. Or, excuse me, 7-1.
Still, that's quite amazing.
I was going to say, there haven't even been 11 rounds. Something's off.
Listen, it's fine. I'm glad you caught that.
Yeah, I figured it out quick.
I wasn't doing the math, I'll be honest.
Second time out for 100 Thieves.
This is a crazy way to get started. I really can't believe it. If Brolin had jumped, sorry, not Brolin, but if Golden had jumped and spotted them, you're right, he would have had the information and would have fallen back. The fact that he didn't means they also didn't spot him, and they're thinking, if he is playing Banana, he is doing the jumping. Since we didn't see him jumping, he's probably playing further back. I mean, they have to make some assumption, because if they wait, then more people are going to show up. So it kind of worked out both ways. Like, it was kind of a little bit rough on him not getting the spot, but then he heard them running, and they didn't see him.
Yeah, he had the information early enough. JW not able to recover or his teammates not able to recover the AWP, and he actually doesn't invest in one. I really enjoy watching Oppers willing to challenge mid in that fashion. I actually thought he was going to get punished. That smoke and boiler that he threw went deeper. It actually landed on one of the steps, so he was almost punished by it, but got the information just in time. And now with the M4 staying aggressive, and yeah, he spotted a lot. Molotov to keep some space, but 100 Thieves know it's coming.
They got some grenades to try and execute this with. It's worth it. Get a good flashbang off, maybe get a kill on someone here. JW behind the pillar, and he's needing a little bit of backup. Not going to get it. The M4, though, will be very hard to recover, I think, for the T side. Flusher trying his luck through the smoke. He nearly gets the one. Ran out of bullets towards the end. Crims, oh! He didn't care about the smoke. He just actually just swept the entire horizon with that AK-47 and was able to pick up 3 kills.
That's got to be just what it feels like playing against Fnatic at all times. Just someone getting kills through smoke and you don't understand why.
Yeah, that's the Fnatic experience, isn't it? At least much of the time.
Good win for Golden inside that bomb site.
I think on top of that, though, the other part of the Fnatic experience, like, and again, we're selling it like it's, you know, something you might want to take part in. I don't think you actually do if you're on the receiving end.
No, but I think you want to take part in it if you're a viewer.
If you're a viewer, you loved it.
Yeah.
But think about this mentality that they have, right? Because we keep saying, oh, they got 1 or 2 kills early on, just fall back, play it safe, that's the playbook, you know, don't risk anything. And that's probably what 100 of Thieves might be thinking half the time. Now, they're happy when they do get a chance to get back in the game, but I guarantee you, if you keep getting just pushed and they're so aggressive, that could be incredibly exhausting as well.
I mean, there's truth to that, because the whole time I was watching JW in the previous round, I was like, this is a stupid fight to be taking. This is an awful fight to be taking. And the same can be said about Flusha playing aggressive after JW went down, but then Crims is there to spray 3 through the smoke and recover nicely. Now, how aggressive does JW get? This is where you see what kind of a mood he's in. He's at the end of halls, and if he keeps pushing towards alt mid, and he's feeling frisky today.
This is some real old school AWP on Inferno style. I haven't seen this for a long time. More grenades out banana and Roland. A little bit of a hiccup there. JW though coming back with just a USP and executing Jacob. He was so confident in that. So back in a 4-on-4.
Yeah, but this is the wrong information. Fnatic have the wrong read about this. You can see Flush has already rotated back. Again, it's only Golden at that B bomb site. Now they haven't started attacking it just yet. And actually, they backed down banana. So that might be a benefit to Fnatic.
Yeah, and Golden has a smoke and a Molotov still, so he could buy some time. He's got a Krieg, and he's been playing an amazing game, so maybe they're all right with just having him alone, at least for the minute. They can maybe start to rotate Flusher a bit back. Crims.
This is actually a 6 setup. They boosted Crims up.
Yeah.
The AWP is going to play far back, JW peering deep in towards halls so that Flusha can cheat over. So actually, this is pretty staunch, and Crims should have an easy time with only 1 player coming up mid.
Yeah, but if JW misses a shot, then Crims has to turn as well, and that's a problem. There's the missed shot. Crims, you could see he's worried about it. He knows eventually they're going to show up. How's the timing? He takes down 1 in nearly a second. And then finally through the middle, Azza, he's still waiting in the boiler room. 18 seconds on the clock, and the bomb will be planted this round here. 3 on 3. A little bit of a lack of health on the 100 Thieves side. And JW, he knows he's got some feeling. It's weird that no one came through middle. So he's still thinking about that. Crims will have called that out, that he actually never saw anyone there. And Golden and Flusher on the other side looking for the retake. JW has a smoke and a flashbang, and they're going to have to try and set this one up. If they win this round, 100 Thieves are going to be very, very far behind. And JKS just standing up after the flashbang. Didn't touch him. The smoke, though, means he can't do much from the pit. And Gratisfaction, he hasn't seen anyone yet. They're right on top of him when the fight happens. Azza wins 1, and JKS with the follow-up. And this should be the round. Flusher should have no chance to get this. The bomb is already so far ticked, and JKS doesn't even let him out of the smoke. Survives on 1 health. And 100 Thieves on a 3rd round. Didn't took a lot there.
Yeah, well, towards the end of that, you could see Flusha's mindset shift. The goal was no longer to win the round because that was an impossibility, so he just wanted to take the AWP away from JKS, force them into a victory where they lose everything. The money's just fine for Fnatic. They have so much cash that they can buy up again into this. That is a nice round from 100 Thieves. A little bit of a back and forth, but you're exactly right. That mismanagement, the fact that no one comes up mid really throws everyone off. It was a well-played round from Azza after the plant as well.
Yeah, it's very cool. He's at the insurance policy, right?
He's just maintaining his presence so that nobody can flank.
Because I almost guarantee you, if Crims gets that 2nd kill, Azza's there to shoot him in the side of the head immediately. But since they handle things just fine, he just stays there for a long time, and JW can find him, and ended up going down.
And out of a victory, 100 Thieves set back in a big way. Mac 10 on Azza, Galil on Jacob, light on nades. 3 players into banana, and actually already aggressively peeking up mid. So bracket control pretty early on for 100 Thieves, which is nice. Having some kind of a presence there, forcing Fnatic to respect it. But they're going to try and fall back and execute onto this B bomb site before Fnatic realize what's coming, before anyone can clear and check mid. Which is happening right now.
Flush is just walking through the smoke. I mean, he's got Golden there in the crossfire, but still might be risky. I'm guessing they're going to be re-smoking this. If they do it, again, I don't think Flush is going to wait. I think he'll just flash his way through, and do whatever it is he does. They actually go beforehand. That's an amazing opening from JKS. That is so worth it. Now they're going to re-smoke it, and Golden, he's going to have to get more than just one kill, and he nearly does. And JW, that's the problem, though. Couldn't really help out because of that secondary smoke. So now it's a 3-on-3, and the bomb, oh, nearly not getting planted. That was about to be a disaster.
Yeah, they had to plant in the open because I think the Molotov was stretching in towards Coffin, so they didn't want to plant inside the flames. Obviously, JW so aggressive over the top of the smoke. He comes right through it before they expect. That's a quick retake that 100 Thieves was not ready for. Man, and it's so cool. Watch, next time that we see 100 Thieves take brackets and fall back, watch the sequence from Fnatic, because they throw their own smoke in towards top mid and towards that choke point on the ramp. They throw 2 Molotovs and plenty of the flashes. They grab the timing of the alt mid smoke, or the wrap side mid smoke.
Yes.
And as soon as that starts fading, they execute with their own utility to make sure they have the information. If people are there, you're caught in a whole hell of a lot of fire and flashbangs.
Yeah, those are some of the little details that we end up talking about on Inferno, when teams do it right, and so many teams don't. So it's interesting to see that. Don't stand up. That AWP, he heard that shot. He felt that shot, didn't he, Gratisfaction?
I felt the wind.
Again, Golden and Flusher in that double grenade position. Now they're moving forward, which may be fine enough. Shooting a little bit through that smoke. I do appreciate JKS going forward to take that first fight. That's some next level play. And that's the kind of play that almost always will win you the round, actually. So,
well, 100 Thieves are going to have to go back to basics. Ooh, that's a leg shot. That's a really nice leg shot by JW. Jacob just seemingly stopped. And they've done such a good job of getting early damage. They haven't always gotten the early kills, Fnatic, but they do a very nice job of just chipping away at some of the HP.
Yeah.
Jacob's going to be frustrated that he's forced to play pretty passive.
Shot splintered his shins, didn't it? It was just...
Listen, for a team that has one of the best rates of flash assists that we have in the tournament, 100 Thieves is having a really, really tough time. They only have 4 assists overall in this game. Struggling with the opening, struggling with taking early damage, not having assists.
Look at Golden, though. This time he has no grenades to hold on, so they have to bring Flusher back. Previously, when he had the smoke and the HE, and the Molotov, he was happy to just sit and wait. JKS inside of one of those smokes up in the apartments, and 24 seconds, and the bomb is still outside of second mid. Oh no,
they're gonna go back.
Yeah, but they have to go. There's no slowing this down. If they run into any speed bumps along the way now, they're not gonna have time for it at all. Improvised smoke setup immediately. JW, more than just a speed bump here, taking down Jacob. 9 seconds left, and they try and cross the bomb now inside of the bomb site. 4 seconds, they find another kill. Can they get it? No, I don't think they had it in time. They don't win it. Fnatic instead with 9 on the board.
It's not just the kill, it's also the unfortunate nature of the bomb rolling away from the rest of the team. They had to go chase that down, so nothing complying with what 100 Thieves wants at the moment. 9-3. This is just nice. JW with the first, and all they have to do, Crims, this is the only fight he has to win because the time is just an opponent.
Yeah, look. Oh, it does.
Yeah, it rolls so far.
They need to come up with like a little upgrade you can buy to like wrap it in rubber or something.
Have a magnet?
Yeah, the magnet. Just don't let it get away. The worst is obviously on Catwalk Dust 2 if it falls into CT spawn.
I don't even, you know, sometimes we get critical of teams who like run the clock down that far before you know, initiating the attack. I actually don't even mind the call from 100 Thieves to be so much. Oh, that is a quick timing on the Halls play, and JKS wanted the fight. Now he's gonna back off. He's got what he wanted. Brolin was having a tough game, 1-7.
He actually stuck around for that fight, JKS. We introed him as one of the players that probably has to really step it up. I love seeing aggressive and confident JKS. Another headshot to ring in there with the AK-47. They need him. He's top of the scoreboard right now for his team, 11-9. Yeah, has to be, I think, that tip of the spear. And it's for plays like that.
Well, the question now, Fnatic, look at the money. $300 on JW, who's dead. $0 on Brolin, who's dead. $500 on Golden. This is going to be a very harsh reset. So do they want to do the gamble stack towards the B bomb site? Do they want to just bail out of A, let 100 Thieves have it? I think they're trying to do it right now. Yeah, Flusha doesn't want anything to do with this fight. He knows they're coming.
Yep.
He's already gone. So this is about all you can do if you're Fnatic when you have no money in the bank. So 100 Thieves will get up to 4 rounds. And still, as you know, sketchy as it looks at the moment, 100 Thieves have a chance to still salvage this half.
Absolutely. And the fact that Fnatic even have to escape and don't have the money to throw away rifles in itself is evidence that they've been doing a lot of things right. they just, you know, they've run into some trouble along the way, and that's definitely cost them. Just think about, you know, winning that pistol round, then winning that 5 versus 3, and then still getting shut down. That ace from Flusher actually turned a lot in that early part of the half here.
Yeah, that ace from Flusher was wild. He's at 13-5, Golden's at 14-4, JW at 14-9. That's a well-performing trio of Fnatic players. Flusher's got 138 ADR.
I mean, he is just a game day player, isn't he? So
like, no matter how sketchy or how weak of a group stage he has, you put him on a stage.
It's so outrageous. I remember these are some of the troubles that they've had, you know, in the past. I seem to remember, you know, just in terms of, you know, how much prep work do you want to do? How much do you want to? And they I think famously they had one of those interviews where they sort of said, oh, we don't like to, you know, practice so much. We're trying to, you know, keep it on the down low. Yeah, that almost plays into like this ridiculous style that they have of like, you know, say, yeah, we'll just show up on the day and it'll be all right.
Well, I think it was like Crims who hadn't played the game in like 2 weeks and showed up to an event and got the MVP.
Yeah.
I mean, this is rolling back the years, like 2014, 2015 or something like that. But they do have like this weird relationship with
and I just want to say, we're not condoning this in any way.
You should definitely play the game.
You should, you know,
you should practice. You should enjoy practice.
Hard work beats talent, all those things. But there's
always people who can break the rules.
There's a kind of charm to it. They have their own charm, Fnatic, in this particular area.
Well, it's only a charm because they won so many trophies.
Yeah.
Like if those are the interviews you're giving, if those are the things you're saying and the stories that we're hearing, and you're getting banged out of every tournament, there's nothing charming about that.
No, that is absolutely true. Well, 9-4, moving into round number 14 soon. And the fact that they've brought the economy this low, if they get up to 6 rounds, 100 Thieves, the game is absolutely on. And even 5 rounds is completely doable.
Remember, this Inferno is their pick into this series, which was a head-scratcher for the desk, which was, you know...
They went wild, didn't they, on the desk? They weren't expecting it.
I like that. I like seeing our analysts sometimes get stumped with the map vetoes, because they do a very good job at understanding what's coming and what teams are going to like to play, and they obviously put some work into that. So when they get stumped, it's like, cool, let's go.
And then, I mean, it becomes the springboard for so much discussion afterwards, because will it work out or will it not? You're certainly getting a very clear taste of why they were, you know, potentially a little bit shocked, because Fnatic, the style that they brought. Think about some of these rounds that they've almost thrown away Fnatic, where they actually do have the early lead. If they win, you know, all of those rounds too, maybe 100 Thieves don't even have the 4 rounds. So there's, the aggression that's coming out now from the CT side. It's hard to play anywhere. There are other teams, right, where if you know, once you take, let's say, second mid and banana, you're just going to be allowed to keep them for pretty much most of the game, because the CTs, they'll wait around and try and fight you at that point. Fnatic just aren't that team. They'll put you to the test, and they'll come looking for you. JW will come looking for you alone with an AWP and no backup.
We've seen it. We've seen it already in this game. So extended pause here as some issues get worked on. 5-round lead for Fnatic, 2 left in this opening half.
Yeah. The thing that makes me excited right now is seeing JKS. Not just, you know, the number is one thing.
He got to the end of the hole so quick. He wanted that fight. That's the exact fight that he was looking for that time.
He wanted the fight, but you can get there with the mentality that says, okay, maybe I could catch someone off guard, you know, they're not expecting it, and then I just get a shot. He got spotted, and he said,
I'm going to win this fight no matter what.
So what? Yeah. And I think that's the kind of mentality you need to match the, you know, madness of Fnatic some of the time. And it's so hard to do. That's the kind of mentality in some ways you can't really fake it. Like, you actually, I think they all know, yeah, you'd play better if you could psych yourself up to that level of, you know, aggressiveness and confidence, but it's very hard to fake that. You either have it on that given day or you don't. And I mean, hopefully through preparation, all the rest of it, that's why they're feeling pretty good. But I just want to see JKS continue that.
It can also be a very fragile thing at times. I mean, it's something that can be ripped out of your hands when you get aced by Flusher, when you eat, you know, 5 nades through a smoke, or when you get sprayed down by Crims through a smoke, and all these things can just prey on your mind. So, yeah, hopefully that continues. See some smiles on the face, although I think Gratisfaction, I don't think he can do anything but smile.
No, he's a very positive guy, isn't he?
You got a mustache like that, you might as well smile. Make it look good. All right. Extended timeout is over. We're back in freeze time, coming to an end. 9-4 in the favor of Fnatic. This is the first quarterfinal of the Intel Extreme Masters Katowice World Championships. And we'll see if Fnatic can close this half strong, or if 100 Thieves are going to claw themselves into a tiny comeback to make this very, very close affair at halftime.
Tiny but significant comeback. Distinct lack of grenades on the Fnatic side. That will be interesting to see if that's going to have an effect, especially during the later stages of this round, because you could definitely be lacking some of those smokes. Flusher, flashed in by a teammate. There is a little bit of a return. Oh, Golden is there to catch Lias in Gratisfaction. He wanted to try and follow that up, but he is immediately done. And that's a strong opening. And again, now you would normally say, go back, play it safe, 5 versus 3. You could do whatever you want, and it'll probably work out. Yeah,
well, Golden is 3-0 in opening duels. That one was just with the smoke. It's not even a duel, it's just an opening kill. Brolin's had a tough time, and he might have to go up against JKS. Again, where he had success last time with 2 kills, JKS wants to go for more. That smoke is going to be frustrating. If this is just so heartbreaking for 100 Thieves. You imagine they feel it as a team. A round that they have Fnatic so close to running out of money. Good Molotov also needs that kill, but Golden peaks from far back.
Part of me, ooh, JKS to the smoke. He's down as well. I was going to say it would be cool if he just used it to stand on the edge, JKS, and just try to shoot someone as it fades, but yeah. They had the same idea apparently. I mean, just shooting through the smoke as it faded. 10-4 now. Strong opening. Okay. Again, what a constricting round for 100 Thieves, right? You don't even get to set up what you wanted. You don't even get a chance.
No, you lose 2 players immediately. And that's the round that could have brought them right back. That could have taken all the money, all the weapons, and all the nades away from Fnatic, and this round would have been immeasurably easier.
They're doing all of this, and Brolin is still on 2 kills, which, again, not even necessarily his fault, but...
No, he hasn't had a whole lot of action. So whatever. Oh, I like this. Here we go. JW feeling bold, feeling aggressive, but the deep Molotov, the smoke on top of it should give away the game. And yeah, you could see everyone from 100 Thieves. Liaz is backed all the way off. They're looking for underpass. They know somebody is likely pushed.
Yeah, they definitely know, and they know that someone might be covering him from this angle. Krim's shoulder peek to confirm it. And that smoke, again, JW is now completely alone. He's got no backup. Brolin goes down, trying to see if he could play inside of that boiler.
JW is almost in an impossible situation, and it's going to sound crazy, I guess, but he might just have to get more aggressive than he already is. He might have to start pushing down T-ramp or in towards underpass, but with the teammate going down at the A bomb site, he's in, I can't believe they still haven't cleared him. There's a minute left. This is a long time for JW to just be sat at the base of mid.
It truly is. Have they? No, they've not forgotten. They're still checking for it. 50 seconds. Now they're running up, and they have forgotten. He's shooting them in the back. Oh, no! Gratisfaction, and as they're going down, and Flusher flying off the balcony, nearly taking down Lias as well.
Oh, no. Look at this play from Crims. Into the smoke, into the halls. This is the last place they'll expect, and Crims just has to tell his teammates, nobody die. He's already won the round. As long as his teammates don't fall in some kind of an ill-advised fight, Crims is going to win this for him.
Yeah, you can never guess this coming. Lias jumping down right through the flames. He just wants to get that bomb down, maybe try and get some sort of a miracle. Molotov actually doesn't land
he
anyway.
Might have waited too long now.
I don't know. Yeah, they're sneaking out. You might be right. They're actually checking for it. Might have been a second too long. There's JW going down, and that leaves Golden and 100 Thieves. How did they turn this round back in their favor? Golden trying to sneak on through. Lias will execute him. A 5-10 lead here at the end in favor of Fnatic, but that is such an important round for the Thieves.
Yeah, it gives him a little bit of extra breathing room. I actually think, easy to criticize, but Crims might have outplayed himself there. Might have waited just too long to get into the fight. Either way, we've got a battle on our hands. We've got a brawl. 10-5 at halftime in the favor of Fnatic, and we'll be right back.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We're here in Katowice for the Intel Extreme Masters. The first quarterfinals is already begun. The second half is coming up. Now it's Fnatic up 10-5. This is the map that 100 Thieves picked, and everyone was shocked. The desk could not believe their eyes when they saw that. And we're getting a taste of maybe why. But it's not done yet, Jason. They can still come back.
Yeah, they can, but it's going to require a very, very solid CT side, especially if Fnatic gets off to an early start. Look at the performance of JW, Golden, and Flusha. They are just destroying everything in their path. That's going to be difficult to overcome. Jacob peering down Banana, and JW ready and waiting just to his left.
Yeah, it's a bit of a standoff. I think Gratisfaction took a look into second mid, and there are a lot of people coming his way. So, I don't know. Action could be anywhere across the map right now.
It's a silent boost up into the window. Maybe to catch him off guard. There's the HE grenade, the peek with it. That certainly would have destroyed Gratisfaction. It might get him anyways. How are you going to fall back? If Brolin holds that angle, Gratisfaction is not getting away.
No, he's not. There's the other fight going Jacob's way, and Gratisfaction will fall. So a quick trade. 4-for-4 now, and they have a flashbang and just one flashbang to set this up if they want to go for it. Crims doesn't need one, taking down Azur and Flusha. Is he going to be able to throw it over the building? He's thinking about it right now, and I think, yeah, he's going to try and just toss it into the site. Again, they don't even need the grenades, Fnatic. They're just hitting the headshots up through middle. Jacob trying to see if he can get there to help out, but it might be too late. 2 on 4. It will require something off the charts here for 100 Thieves to turn this around and get back into this pistol round. They have a flashbang and a kit on JKS.
I don't think they're going to do it. Jacob's already, look how far away Jacob is.
Yeah.
There's no way they're actually going for this. He's actually just sitting and pausing and saying, I got the armor. We're going to save everything. JKS as well with the kit. So pistol round goes to Fnatic, and that is honestly just like a pretty standard Fnatic pistol round. You could see just spread across the map, a few individual fights. They're just kind of waiting for their own fights, calling in some very nice teamwork. The combination of the peek from Brolin with the HE grenade towards Boiler. Small, like micro teamwork like that.
Yeah, I thought it was cool, and I think it's important what you mentioned as well, the silent boost. People might not, think about that as being part of that build-up, but it absolutely is.
Yeah, because I mean, if you are jumping up there and making noise, I mean, first of all, that could just straight up scare someone out of Boiler. It could also prompt them to just like peek in and have an advantage, especially with that CZ that Brolin had. So the silent one, he just didn't expect that player to be that close with the nade. You know, it sucks when you say, oh, I just got dealt a ton of damage by a nade, but the combination of the person peeking that you don't expect is really brutal. 11-5.
So is that jumping block shot from Crims. If you're Azur in that position, you're thinking, all right.
What am I supposed to do?
Yeah, what am I supposed to do?
Well, they're probably thinking that right now, down 11-5 with USPs, one flashbang on JKS. They're going to have to use it here. Gratisfaction has already eaten a lot, and certainly it's going to come in any moment. Right now, Flusha, he turns, and they get blind. He has not been affected whatsoever. 3 quick kills, and Golden gets the other 2. It's a Flusha and Golden.
Mac 10 sandwich.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it.
They got all 5 kills of the Mac 10s, made a ton of money. They could get them gold-plated now and just...
I was going to say a full house.
Yeah, true.
That works too.
That also works.
I like sandwich, though. I can't believe that Flusha is just not even blind by anything.
It's not his thing.
Yeah, it's not really his style, getting blind.
Flashbangs and smoke just don't work against Flusha. I just want to just don't throw them.
Don't even buy them, waste of money.
Yeah.
Gratisfaction listening for some kind of fast play, waiting for a pop flash from a teammate. That's a nice, fortunate spam. That's one way to get started in this first gun round. Holy hell.
Yeah, trying to maybe speed it up, but that smoke will put an end to it. It's a cool idea. I mean, if they were able to take Arch as a response to Flusha going down, that can work out pretty well. Grenade will chip away at JW. Thought actually it was going to maybe chase him a little bit further down. Ooh, that's an excellent grenade. Jacob needs to play just a little bit careful here because he's alone on B.
Yeah.
Which could be fine, but again, you don't want to commit to the fight. It's just not worth it. He goes down, and that's a problem.
That's an open bomb site. This is a retake now. This is not great. Smoke is going to go up into the choke point. Actually, excuse me, is it? No, they're going to have to battle on the cross, and Azur's got 2. JKS chimes in, and yeah, JW responds with a scout, but oh, Lord. That could have been a disaster for 100 Thieves, but they just barely averted it.
They did not have a smoke. They had a Molotov, doesn't really accomplish the same goal.
No, they had a smoke. It went to coffins.
Oh, really?
They threw it at coffins. That's a miscall, a misplay, or a miscommunication, but no smoke in the choke point means 100 Thieves. They were so far away from being able to have an impact in that round, but just that one missed detail.
Well, here's the other thing, though. Just take a look at this, right? This is how it all gets started. If you didn't have that smoke, which is obviously unfortunate, you have one, whatever you choose, but if you don't throw the smoke to CT spawn, line up the flashbang and fight instead, you know, because what they were doing there was, I mean, they were trying to double peek it, but it was without any flashbangs or anything. It was sort of half, it's like half of them didn't even realize there wasn't going to be a smoke at that point in time.
Well, even a Molotov was thrown towards triple boxes. Could have tried to use the cover of those flames.
Okay, well...
Yeah, I mean, there was some options.
Yeah, but we can't completely let Jacob off the hook either. That's important for that not to happen. There's the double nade to top banana. I was talking about this when Fnatic were playing that position on the CT side, and it's 100 Thieves instead to experience the pain of having two people standing on top of each other, and that could very easily cost them. Now, to make up for it, they go for the boost, which again, it can be Molotov. We saw that yesterday when now we're playing it, you know, a little bit further forward, I guess, but yeah, you can absolutely Molotov that box as well. In fact, you could land a Molotov that could hit both these players. Brolin has one, so...
There's a lot of HP missing on this 100 Thieves team. One smoke on Liaz. That's over in pit. And he's probably got to save that in case he gets mollied out of position.
If you think hard enough, do you think you can telepathically tell Brolin to throw that Molotov? Is it possible?
I don't know. You give it a shot and let me know how it goes.
Okay, I'm doing it right now.
Well, listen, there's not a lot of HP combined on these two defenders, so Azza's now cheating over, but he's also injured just a little bit, so we'll see how this goes. They should have an opportunity. This time a smoke surely going to go up in the choke point and towards Coffins. There's the flashbang as well. Golden with an opening kill, a second one. Golden delivers 2 frags that gets him into the bomb site. And Azza's position is well known. Crim's gonna flick over. He goes down as well, and 100 Thieves forced into a save. 3 defenders here, but nobody gets a chance.
They were low on health, and he headshot them anyway. Just didn't even matter. What an entry from Golden. He's just such a fantastic player. 20-6. It's not his individual style just. It's obviously all of the calling that he's brought with him. Why they ever gave him away is just a mystery.
I wonder if he just says that after each and every tournament. He's just your daily reminder that you should have never cut me from this team.
Just from the outside, he seems like he's such a nice guy that he wouldn't. But yeah,
surely he does it at least once or twice.
If I'm being honest, I'm just glad he's back because it's so cool to see the team play like this. 12-6, actually 13-6, and Golden, yeah, 20-6 as a scoreline.
Oh, it's so mental. The criticism for Golden is that, yeah, he might be the in-game leader, he might be the tactician that Swedish Counter-Strike needs, but individually not up to par for the rest of the players. There would be other options that would be better just because he's so individually deficient. But I mean, that you got to start thinking that story is going to fade away very quickly.
Yeah, actually, you just touched on another topic that that should be revisited at some point in the future when we have more time. But you know, where are all the Swedish tacticians? How come they don't have more? That's actually a genuine mystery. I can't, because they have lots of up-and-coming talent all over the place. That's not what they're lacking.
Yeah.
They're lacking some of those in-game leaders. Golden is...
We just got to wait for Pronax to come back.
Pronax? Well, he's running Godsend, so don't know.
Just saying, I haven't seen him announce his retirement. Has he done it?
Probably not. Keeping us waiting.
So let's get him back.
Okay, well.
Bring it all back.
Here we go. Round number 20. An AK and an M4 on 100 Thieves. They picked this map, and I want to know why. This is where I need the evidence. I need those little tricks, something to prove that there was a logic behind this. Yeah, it could be this right here, but Brolin, he just flicks that Krieg around and takes down Gratisfaction. And remember, these walls are paper thin. If there's a battle up there, Brolin will take down Azza as well. And Liaz trying to fight his way out. I don't even know if JW didn't even react in time. Can't get the AK out, turning the corner, but they know where Jacob is, and I think they know where Liaz is as well. So 3-on-3, but he's in a lot of trouble right here.
Yeah, he's not getting out of this. Surely him and Golden and Crims are at least going to trade this 1-for-1, and he's the only defender. So if they want to hold on to the safe bomb site, it's got to be a win there, and it's not. Now Crims can actually just post up on Rap side. They still don't realize the site is clear just yet. And it's Jacob to rotate over. Crims is, oh, this is such a hard position to clear out, and that's an easy one for Crims. He just slides right into it. And again, JKS, just a deagle. What are you supposed to do here?
Nothing at all, I think. Maybe try and get this rifle if you can, and then just escape.
Do you think Gratisfaction knows what hit him? Do you think he said, oh, man, they did the quiet boost?
Doubtful. Very doubtful. But the swing was amazing.
Yeah.
All right.
What?
JK's like, how are you getting that timing?
He's like, why? I didn't do anything. He's at least got an AK-47. I don't know if he'll be able to keep it. Flusha. about to turn the corner. He might not consider CT spawn, but he does indeed. It is Flusha after all. And yeah, JKS keeps it in his hands. So 100 Thieves, 6-14. You're down 8 rounds. Fnatic's just 2 rounds away from taking this opening map, from taking your map pick. Now is the time to get started. Now is the time to wake up.
I actually think Jacob could have... This is so quick. Really, really fast. I think Jacob could have maybe turned this round for them. He had that angle covered against Crims, was it? Or Flusha, I can't remember. But he was in the library looking over towards Arch.
Yeah.
And Jacob is... He has some of the most ridiculously crisp aim you could imagine. They need that right now. They need him to step it up to that level. Charging through, that's just catching Flusha completely with his pants down. And the follow-up, he actually was standing inside of the models. I think he just wanted to take a shot, and then JKS did the damage with the AK right afterwards. So that's going to make a huge difference. What a start. 5 versus 3. Now, they can't obviously let this go. This is where you want to see the fundamentals come into play for 100 Thieves.
Yeah, and I think we will, because it's not only you have to still win the round, but you need a lot of players to survive. You need to make sure you don't have any economic issues moving forward. It's that whole song and dance. Brolin going to jump over the top of the smoke, and he's going to drop down. I don't think they saw this. I don't think they heard it. They were spraying themselves. Oz is a free kill. Gratisfaction now in the site. He must win this duel. Brolin can actually do a lot to turn this round back in their favor, and he's got another one. Jumping around the corner, it's Jacob to fall. And there's even more information. Brolin knows there's 2 in the site. He knows there was 1 in the pit. He knows there was 1 at the plant boxes.
Yeah, so he's low on health. He's called in Crims instead. He's obviously called out the coordinates for those 2 players and said, you know what, you try and do this. Now he can set up some flashbangs to make Crims peek if he really wants to. And right now they're waiting for that smoke to fade in front of Crims, and then I guess they're going to try and see what they could do afterwards. 30 seconds, so not a lot of time. Yeah, just a little bit of a noise out here pushing JKS back. But Gratisfaction and Elias are still over here, and Brolin is actually fully committed to trying to do this fake, and it is a fake. If Crims can win the fight, though, they can absolutely win the round. More Molotovs raining in, and Crims, he wants someone to rotate. He's hoping that someone walks into this crosshair so he can just get an easy fight, and no one is. A little bit of a view there. 10 seconds now. Brolin going down, and this round is absolutely over. Really well played for 100 Thieves. You could have seen them panicking when they, especially when that Molotov goes into B.
Yeah.
They kept their cool.
Calm and collected. But still, that's pretty good damage done by Fnatic. Those 2 kills that Brolin gets right at the end. This one here on Aza and jumping around this corner, a wild kill to get. Unfortunately, just too much damage, but still, it all counts against 100 Thieves at the moment because their economy is not in any kind of a good position, and some frustration on Jacob's face. JW's got the AWP, and he's got a good spawn. I imagine he's going to post up in Banana. There he is at the logs. He wants to get aggressive, not posted up, and he gets that shot right before he's blind. So we saw frustration on Jacob in the last round. That one's going to be painful as well.
Beautiful return grenade. Can they catch him? The Molotov was nearly on him. Yeah, we need, I mean, if 100 Thieves need Jacob to turn that frustration into something else. Again, he has some unbelievable highlights. They need that.
There's been 21 multi-kill rounds between Golden, JW, and Flusha. That means one of those 3 players has gotten 2+ kills every single round of this game so far. This is round 22. That's a really difficult thing to match in terms of production if you're on the 100 Thieves side. And look at that kill, that 1 kill towards Banana. 100 Thieves has to keep 2 players there, and the defense at the A-bomb site is actually, there's no one in pit. So that's going to be a huge part. If when Fnatic jumps in and gets control of pit, they have a great leg into taking this A-bomb site.
He's going to have to do the best Krieg spray down of all time. He gets the headshot on Brolin and walking out Gratisfaction just there in time, and he can follow it up. The bomb is out there, he sees it, and now he's just trying to buy time for the rest of the cavalry to get here. 38 seconds, dodging that AWP shot, swings wide and takes down JW. Oh! Through the smoke, JW there. Oh, sorry, Crim's almost able to get it. The round is barely saved by JKS.
It's costly.
I can't believe he just shot through the smoke and got that kill. Fnatic have been doing this all game.
Yeah, for no good reason. Old Fnatic is back, 14-8, and I think if you're Fnatic at this point, you just got 4 kills. I think you have to invest something in this round. That one's going to be brutal. It's obviously a 5-on-4 you let slip away, but you still have such a big lead. It's not going to be any kind of stress just yet. But certainly you invest in some armor, some upgraded pistols, a couple deagles on the side of Fnatic. But still, money's so brutal that they can't even really go for utility and armor on all 5 players. So you're going to rely on Golden.